Why should anyone believe this pattern of targeting Trump's enemies is about justice and not revenge?
If you think that the Russian collusion hoax, if you think that the things that we've now seen evidence of in this Department of Justice aren't real, I'd just tell you to sit tight because things are coming. Because what they did was weaponized. I don't want to hear about weaponization because the reason you all know who I am is because of weaponization. I sat through targeting, people saying we're going to get Trump, and then a Hillary Clinton appointed judge sanctioned me for suing Hillary Clinton. By the way, I'm proud of that. Well, I'm proud of what I did.
Actually,
because it was the right thing to do.
Let me get Alyssa in here.
We've got to talk about Alina Habba, as you just saw there at that opening, on that opening clip, because she went on to The View, and it didn't really go very well for the ladies of The View at all, whatsoever. So that's what we're going to be checking out today. Make sure you guys smack that like button. And if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well. It is totally free. I also have a second channel that I think you guys would absolutely love. That link is down below in the description box. It is called Extra Rich. All right? Extra Rich. Hope to see you guys over there. But let's hop on into it, shall we?
Well, during Hot Topics earlier today, we discussed the most recent federal indictment of former FBI Director James Comey related to an Instagram post of seashells, an Instagram post that he deleted the very next day and apologized for. Do you think Comey's post rises to the level of a criminal threat against the life of the president and supports an indictment?
I do. I'll explain why. After Comey's post, and this is where I go back to Saturday's events, the responsibility of certain individuals like us. We all have a very big voice. He is a former FBI director. He knows what 8647 meant. There's no question about it. He actually went on TV later.
What do you think 86 means?
To kill the president, to get rid of the president. That's what it means. By the way, his words, not mine, if you look at his late night show.
But the dictionary disagrees with you on that.
Well, he's the FBI director.
They use it in restaurants. Do they mean to kill any
you don't
of the
think
meat?
it
What
might
are they killing?
Let me tell you
Wait, let her
let me
answer.
just tell you what happened.
I love how all of a sudden they don't know what 86 actually means. Oh, well, the dictionary would actually disagree with you. Well, what do you think it means? We all know what 86 means. Every single person knows what it means. All right, let's not play these silly games of, oh my goodness, I don't have a clue. Come on now.
After James Comey's post, a gentleman posted that about me. He posted on Twitter, 86 Habba, and he was also charged. He was charged in Florida, and he was held accountable because you cannot do it. Now, this is an FBI director. We have responsibilities. You guys have responsibilities not to call the president certain things or say things that could incite violence. I most certainly think after Saturday, I have a completely new perspective on how important our voices are and how we use them.
Can I mention one thing, that Matt Gaetz also used that 86 many times and nothing happened to him?
Well, I think we look at everything. I'll be honest with you. Absolutely everything is in context. I don't think anybody is immune to it. I don't think we should be sitting here and nobody has condemned Jimmy Kimmel for his comments. Those were despicable.
Joy pointed out earlier, the president also posted death to Democrats. Do you think the president should be held responsible for that?
When you, all due respect, I haven't seen that post. I will tell you what I did see.
It does exist.
Okay. What I can tell you is this. And who was the Attorney General and the DOJ at that point?
Probably Pam Bondi, no?
Yeah.
No. Here's how I feel about this. Here's directly how I feel about this. No.
I don't believe it. Show me the post. Show me. I'm not buying it. You know what I mean? Like, if this post genuinely exists, why wouldn't they just put it up there on the screen? They do that all the time on the show. They put up 8647 on the screen. Why wouldn't they have the post in question? Death to all Democrats. Since Trump actually said it, put it up on the screen. Show us. Show us. She's lying. She is 100% lying. But it's Sunny hosting, so, what do you expect? Duh. You know what I mean? Like, of course she's going to make up stuff to try to make her side seem better than what they actually are. Of course she's going to do that,
Nobody should be inciting violence, period. That's my perspective.
Including the president.
But you have to remember something. The Department of Justice brings real cases. We are not Jack Smith. We are not Letitia James. We bring real cases against people.
No, I know. I actually had the pleasure of serving as a former federal prosecutor at the Department of Justice. But let me ask you this. I do believe that this is a vindictive prosecution against Comey, directed by the president. And so far with little success, because he's done this many times. As Trump's personal attorney, you actually were sanctioned nearly $1 million for filing a frivolous civil lawsuit against Comey, against Hillary Clinton and others, that a federal judge called political grievances masquerading as legal claims. So why should anyone believe this pattern of targeting Trump's enemies is about justice and not revenge?
If you think that the Russian collusion hoax, if you think that the things that we've now seen evidence of in this Department of Justice aren't real, I'd just tell you to sit tight, because things are coming. Because what they did was weaponize. I don't want to hear about weaponization, because the reason you all know who I am is because of weaponization. I sat through targeting people saying we're going to get Trump, and then a Hillary Clinton appointed judge.
Letitia James literally ran on going after Trump. I played that clip for you guys previously, but for those of you that aren't familiar with it, let me see if I can find it really quickly. But Letitia James literally ran on going after Trump. Campaign. Let's see if that finds it. So you, like she said, I don't want to hear anything about retribution or going after your enemies or whatever coming from anybody on the left, because you had prosecutors marching out in the streets, literally yelling, "Hey, we're gonna." I think she said something along the lines of, "I'm gonna make Trump's life a living hell" or something like that. I found it. Here it is.
Will you sue him for us? Oh, we're gonna definitely sue him. We're gonna be a real pain in the ass.
I will never be afraid to challenge this illegitimate president.
We need to focus on Donald Trump. We need to follow his money. What is fueling my soul right now is Trump.
This illegitimate president. I look forward to going into the office of Attorney General every day, suing him, and then going home.
I look forward to going into the Attorney General's office every day and suing him and going home. That's not your job, to simply go after one person. So yeah, when these Democrats are out here, "Oh, Trump is going after me," I don't want to hear it. They drug this man in courtroom after courtroom after courtroom, drug his name through the mud, sent bullets in his direction. I don't want to hear anything about that from them. I don't. Because honestly, I feel like he's being nice to them. Me personally, I wouldn't be so nice. I wouldn't even be close to this nice. Giving leftist media any type of interviews? Nah. Kiss my black behind. I want to say some other things, right? Like when he does interviews with ABC and all that. No, you're not getting a single interview from me. Not a one. Kiss it where it don't shine. You know? No. I'm not talking to you. I don't want to be around you. Get the F away from me. Get out of my effing face. I'm not answering any of your questions. Kiss it. It's just me. Like, no. You perpetuated this nonsense against me, so now, yeah, it's F you. Keep that same energy. Don't try to be in my face now, trying to ask questions. Nah. Keep that same energy y'all had before. It's part of the reason why I could never be president. People say Trump is unprofessional. Okay. If you think he's unprofessional, geez, I would be, I don't even know what you would consider me, because I'd be a hell of a lot worse. Let's jump back in.
Sanctioned me for suing Hillary Clinton. By the way, I'm proud of that.
Well,
I'm proud of what I did.
Actually,
because it was the right thing to do.
Let me get Alyssa in here. Let me get Alyssa.
I just have to correct something,
Okay.
though, Whoopi. It was actually Bill Clinton, but that appointed that judge, but also a three-judge panel consisting of a Bush appointee, a Trump appointee, and a Biden appointee, actually agreed with that court's decision. And in a 36-page opinion.
Which one was it again? Repeat it.
And basically,
I do want to move on because,
do your thing.
as I
and basically
mentioned,
renewed the,
a lot of my friend and
sustained it.
family supported this president. A lot of them still do, but they vote for him on the cost of living. And we're talking about all these issues that seem so just secondary to what the American people care about. The cost of childcare, the cost of gas right now, basic ability to make ends meet. I grew up in a family where we really at times were living paycheck to paycheck. So I want to understand when we're hearing about the war in Iran, which I can defend Iran not having a nuclear weapon, but a war that's costing us a ton of money, potentially the taxpayers footing a $400 million ballroom, and then these things like focusing on James Comey. Is this what
Well, first off, taxpayers aren't footing the bill for the ballroom. Okay. I don't know why people in leftist media keep trying to perpetuate that lie that has already been settled. It's private money that was paying for that. Done. Okay. Now, in terms of, geez, I just drew a whole blank there. In terms of the Iran situation, geez, I drew a blank there for a second. In terms of the whole Iran situation, it's the cost of war, right? Sometimes things are going to go haywire for a second. We'll get it back in order. It's still cheaper than when Biden was in office. Were you complaining this much then? No. I didn't hear, man, the cost of living, the gas prices are too high. I didn't hear that from any of these people in leftist media. Not a single soul. But now that gas prices came up a little bit after being down because Trump dropped them, right? Or helped them to come down. Now everybody in mainstream media, in leftist media, is crying and complaining about gas prices. But where were they when gas prices were at record highs under the Biden administration? You didn't hear a single peep from them. And they were higher then than they are now. And gas prices are high now. We can all acknowledge that. I'm no fool, right? I can call a spade, even if it doesn't look good for my own personal side. Yeah, these gas prices don't look great for Trump, sure. But once again, they're still better than Biden's. Make no mistake about it. And it's not like Trump is draining these strategic oil reserves in order to try to cover his own behind like Biden was. Some of y'all remember that. I covered it. The Biden administration was draining our strategic reserves, our strategic oil reserves, in order to try to artificially lower the gas prices so that they could win. That's not what Trump is doing. And gas prices were still high while they were doing it. Trump's not doing that at all. Hey, there's a war going on, right? It is what it is. We'll get him back in order when it's all finished. And I'm going to trust him on that.
is this what the American people voted for Trump on? And do you think he's delivering on the cost of living issues?
Okay, there was a lot in there, so let me just break it up. On the cost of living, the one big beautiful bill did more for the American, not the rich, the regular Americans. No tax on tips, Social Security.
What about loss of health care coverage?
How about prescription drug prices going down, egg prices going down? And when you talk about the oil,
for who?
Let's remember.
Oh yeah, that was a great point. Y'all remember when they were all, oh my goodness, egg prices. Where are they now?
For who?
Yeah.
Do you think
that's a lot? I am looking at it, and a lot of people lost their health care, their health insurance.
Are you talking about Obamacare?
No, babe, I'm talking about your big, beautiful bill. But finish your question. I don't want to get in that.
No, what you're talking about is
Obamacare. Let her finish her question, then we'll talk.
I'll let you continue, but one of the criticisms that many people, Marjorie Taylor Greene and others, had was that people would be losing Obamacare subsidies. I don't agree with Obamacare, but I also don't think you can pull the rug out from under people and have their premiums go through the roof. So how do you address that?
Without another plan.
Yeah.
I can tell
concepts of a plan.
Here's the deal. I see, Sonny, all due respect to you, I've been there with the president. I've seen him shake down and be tough with these people. I'm there. I saw it. He is tough. He is a negotiator by trade, a businessman by trade. He is a great president. But I will tell you that he does not pull the rug from anybody without trying to do what is best for the American people. The economy, and by the way, on oil, this is short-term pain for long-term gain. We cannot have the president of the United States allow, and he has always said this, you know that, the people in your family that voted for him know that, he will not allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. That is not just good for America,
I thought
that
the
is the
nuclear
world.
program was obliterated. That's what he said. It's gone. It's obliterated.
We have
Joy,
taken down
I got to get you in.
He's a great businessman. He bankrupted 2 casinos. I'm just saying.
I would like you to look.
He bankrupted 2 casinos and he's still a billionaire. Bro, this whole logic, because that's what the left always tries to. I've heard a lot of people try to say this. Well, Trump went bankrupt. Trump, like you just heard, Trump bankrupted this. Trump bankrupted that. Trump went bankrupt, and he's still a billionaire. What are you? Last time I checked, $1 billion doesn't just grow on a tree in your backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know how much money $1 billion genuinely is? I saw something. Was it with Joe Rogan? No, but it was like something crazy. Like 1 million seconds is like 3 years or something, and like 1 billion seconds is like 33 years. It was something ridiculous. I genuinely don't think people understand how much $1 billion really is. That's a lot of effing money. A whole lot of money. More money than most of us will ever touch or see in our entire lives. Our entire life. You calculate all the money you've made in your entire life, it ain't coming close to $1 billion. Like, that's how much money that is. Like, well, Trump went bankrupt, and he's still running circles around you financially. So either you're an idiot, since you're trying to down him and he went bankrupt, and bankrupted this and bankrupted that, or he's an absolute genius. Which one is it? It's got to be one of the two, because you just told me that, oh, well, being bankrupt is terrible. At least you try to make it seem that way. So one of those two things got to be true. You're an idiot or he's a genius. Absolutely love it, man. I absolutely love it. But I'm going to end it there. Y'all let me know your thoughts and your opinions on this in the comment section below. Make sure you guys smack that like button before you go. All right? Peace and love. I'm out.